can't really just cut over a curb because it will really unsettle the car and lead to me crashing out, maybe even flipping the carbs upside down. Yeah, that's what happens when you let ChampionJoe drive a car. Nothing good comes out of that. Sounds good. Welcome back to Overtake.gg. My name is ChampionJoe and I have the honor to be one of the first to ever record gameplay of Rennsport. That's how it's pronounced, Rennsport. It's a German word for racing sport, basically. And we have this alpha build here, which is of course not finished yet. You can see the crowd in the distance. They don't have even any faces, so yeah, not polished everything, but this build is already pretty good. It's Unreal Engine 5, so they started working on Unreal Engine 4 and then moved everything to Unreal Engine 5, which is why it kinda looks like ACC. It has this ACC vibe of looks because many of the assets are Unreal assets, so the basic stuff. I'm currently sitting in the new BMW M4 GT3. And I would say let's give this a try. So what I already can say is that I really love the HUD. It's clean, it's well organized, it has everything you need. I don't know if you can see my monitor, I'm playing on a really huge 4K TV at the moment. And I have to say, it looks good on it. Really does. Better than expected. Of course, when I'm slowing down a bit and having a close investigation on maybe the grass or the vegetation around, it's not finished yet, so there are actually no grass thingies sticking out of the ground. But hey, it doesn't have to. So graphics-wise, already pretty good. It has all the downsides that the Unreal Engine brings with it, of course, but it also has all the upsides as well. So out of the box, lighting is good, the skybox is good, and of course all the reflections on the car look awesome as well. That's a big plus. And driving-wise, you can definitely say it's a sim. And I heard many things today and yesterday as well. Is it like R-Factor? Is it like AMS2? Is it like, I don't know, Project Cars 2? People saying, oh, it feels like this, but in the end it feels its own. And what you can say is that it definitely is a sim racing game. This is not Simcade behavior. You can feel what the car is doing on track. So it's not polished, it's not finished whatsoever. It's an alpha build, yes, but it already feels, in my opinion, better than many sims we have out there. So it's promising, it's really promising, and I'm really looking forward to what will grow out of this. Yeah? And I'm driving the BMW for the first time at the moment. I have to say, I almost like the BMW better than the Porsche. What's happening here? Feels really planted. Good feeling for the weight as well. It's much more forgiving on the brakes, but I'm driving with other gear now. So down in the competition center, I would say, they use the virtual racing school stuff, which is awesome gear, don't get me wrong, but the brakes are a bit dialed in too hard for me, so this Fanatic gear I have right now suits more of my driving. And this feels great. I like it. So at the moment there's the M4 GT3 and the Porsche 911 GT3R in the game. Maybe there are other cars to be added soon. So I heard some rumors. There's actually a BMW M4 GT4 down in the hall, and have to look at it. What was the name of it again? Vision R or something like that. Porsche electric car, but road ready basically. So like a GT3 car, only electric. Looks spectacular, really. I'm gonna show you some footage of that if we have some on our hard drives. Spectacular car, and there are rumors that those cars will be in there. And of course Hockenheimring is in it. It's the only track we have seen so far, but who knows, maybe other tracks are already ready to be shown to the world, to the public. But what I can say is that there's one aspect, or the only aspect really, that is still bothering me with this alpha build, and that are the curbs. So driving behavior over curbs is still a bit weird. There is definitely some good calculations underneath. So when you drive over a curb, the tire wants to evade it, which would be a behavior you have in a real car as well, but sometimes it's a little bit too harsh on what you do, and you can't really just cut over a curb because it will really unsettle the car and lead to me crashing out, maybe even flipping the carbs side down. Yeah, that's what happens when you let ChampionJoe drive a car. Nothing good comes out of that. Let's have a go with the Porsche as well. Sound is another aspect that needs some refining in the future. It's not bad sounding, but not really accurate. That's not how a Porsche 911 GT3R sounds like. It's also not bad. You can... Whoa. Big slide there. What do you guys say? How do you like this first gameplay, this first overview of Rennsport? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I have to say the BMW suits a little bit more my driving style, it seems. Porsche a little bit harder to control, but has a super smooth turn-in, like so. Just look at that, how long I need to get the Porsche to stand still. Crazy. And of course, there's this one big glooming topic about digital ownership that everybody's worried about. But so far, we can't really tell what it will really mean in the end. So what they said that it's not going to be an NFT game, which could mean that it's just not called that, or that blockchain stuff is not in the game, but they also said that there's going to be cars to be won in competitions that are unique and that you can either sell or keep in your garage, so it sounds a lot like that. But you really can't say what it's going to be in the end. And I mean, there's stuff like that in other games as well, like buying or selling skins in CSGO or stickers on Steam. So maybe that's a way of making some revenue in the future, and we just have to get used to. Maybe that's it. When it comes to the game itself, Rennsport is already a pretty good attempt in making something new, something fresh in the sim racing scene. So I'm really looking forward to it and seeing how it develops, how the next builds will look like, how the close beta will look like when there are more cars, more tracks. Will there only be GT3 stuff? What's about Formula cars? Maybe some slower GT stuff. Really looking forward to finding out what the limit is for this game in the future, and how heavy the focus on multiplayer will be. Will there be a really good ranking system that sim racing fans are craving for? We don't know yet. But the possibilities for Rennsport are almost endless, I would say. Alright, should we go for one fast lap? Let's see if I can push this thing a bit. Would rather do it with the BMW, to be honest, but hey, now we're here in the Porsche, and why not give it a go? Alright, T1. Just a short tap on the brakes, and I'm already I'm already off. Okay, forget about a hot lap. Not gonna do that. But yeah, as I already said, let us know what you think about Rennsport and all the digital ownership stuff. What could it mean in the end? Let us speculate in the comments. Always happy to read those. And yeah, I think that's it for today. So, thank you guys for tuning in. See you next time around. Cheers!